When I was a little guy, I was probably like 6, 7, 8, around those ages, I used to have this really interesting thing that would happen to me. I didn't necessarily like leave my body, but kinda. I mean, and it didn't happen every night, but it was repeating. It was a repeating experience. And it was really weird because what would happen is I'd get ready, you know, I'd lay down and go to sleep, and I would close my eyes. And the second I would close my eyes, my body would just start expanding. It would just get bigger and bigger. And I could feel myself growing like to the edge of my bed. And then I just kept growing bigger and bigger. And then I like would hang over the edge of my bed, and I could just feel myself getting bigger and bigger, like to the point where I could feel my feet like touching the wall, and like my head touching the other wall. And then I would like start curling up, and then eventually I would be so jammed into my room and just curled up that I felt like if I moved at all, I would just knock the walls down in my room. And then I would open my eyes, and I'd be like this little boy laying in bed. But it felt so real. So there's a point to this story that I'll get to at the end.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun so I cool down.
Well, first, let me talk about one of my favorite sayings about what's happening on this planet right now, this awakening, this remembering of who we are. And it was by Joe Dispenza. And I can't find it. I don't know if I read it or saw him say it. I don't know, but I can't find it. So I'm going to butcher it because it's not going to be close. So, you know, we're down here and we're in this physical body, and we have this little physical consciousness, and we're trying to figure things out. And we feel completely isolated and cut off, and we're overwhelmed with everything that we see in front of us. So much resistance and negativity and obstacles. His comment was, what we have to realize is we're actually clinging to the back of a giant. And all we have to do is learn how to whisper into its ear. Do you get that? You know who the giant is, right? The giant is you. You are the giant. The giant is the non-physical aspect to you. And that non-physical aspect to you is a badass. It's this ocean of wisdom. And this ocean of wisdom is talking to you. It's trying to tell you that you're the giant. And here we are, and we're clinging to the back of the giant. We're the giant. It's kind of funny. I mean, it's really funny how this works. It kind of reminds me of the fact that, you know, we have this idea that we're only using 10% of our brain. Well, I think when you wake up and you realize that you're the giant, you realize that you're actually using 100% of your brain to make it look like you're using 10%. We're waking up to the fact that we are the giant. We are part of this field of consciousness. How long do you want to cling to the back of this giant? Because you're not supposed to be clinging to it. You're supposed to be it. In fact, you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to stand on the shoulders of that giant and reach for something that is never been done before. To me, whispering into the ear of the giant is when you realize that your thoughts and your emotions leave your body and go out into this field of consciousness. That is the whispering into the ear of the giant. But then you have to realize that the giant is whispering back to you. And the giant doesn't whisper into your ear. It whispers into your heart. with feelings of excitement, passion, creativity, love. And if you act upon those, when you get those feelings and you act upon them, then your giant is going, oh, they're getting it. Let's give them more. In fact, how much can they handle? And the more you follow your passion, you're telling your oversoul, dude, bring it on. Bring it on. I can take it as fast as you can give it. And you know what happens when you get that kind of momentum? Did you get synchronicities like in your life every 15 minutes? You are just like, yep, you're right on time. 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 You know what I do when I get those synchronicities? I just smile and I go, yeah, I'm right on time. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, it's funny because we know why we're trying to cling to the back instead of stand on the shoulders of this giant that we are, because that's what we're taught. You know, we're taught all these limiting beliefs and, you know, things take time. Well, you know what? When you remember something, it doesn't take time. It's not like we're learning to be giants. We're remembering that we are the giant. We're remembering who we really are. We're remembering that we're all connected in this field. And when you remember that, it doesn't have to take time. But if you have a belief, oh, I've only been doing this for a year. Oh, I've been doing this for 20 years. If you've been doing this for like 20 and 25 years, but you're not following your passion, then you've just been practicing. This isn't time to practice, man. This is game time. It is show time. And to play, to show up and play in the big game, all you have to do is follow those feelings. How long before it sinks in? We're the giant. You know, I'll be talking to somebody and I can tell right off that I'm talking to this beautiful soul. And I just don't see how I don't see it. It's like they say, oh, I haven't done enough work. I haven't done enough. I need to do more. I need to do more. I need to do more. No, you don't. You need to lighten up on yourself. We're the giant. You can look at it this way. When you go to play a video game, you choose what game you're going to play. And right now, we've all chosen this game of life on earth, this game in the physical plane of separation. So when you choose the game, then you also choose your character. You choose all the qualities of your character, knowing the game you're ready to play. And that's what we've done. We've chosen our parents, we've chosen the situation, we've chosen everything. But the problem is once we start the game, we forgot that we're the player. We're not the character. We're playing this game as the character. We don't even know the rules of the game. We find ourselves in this game and we don't remember anything. The reason is because this connection between the player who chose the game and the character is glitchy. Is glitchy. It's like playing a video game and your remote control is not working. That's what we're doing. But you can fix that glitchiness. I know this probably isn't making much sense to some people, but there is. In your own way, you'll understand what I'm saying. We're the giant clinging to these certain beliefs that are limiting you. I always go back to the river idea, like the river is the flow of life. And on the shore are all the beliefs about the river. Like, oh, the river does this, and the river's going at this speed, and the river's like these are our beliefs about our life, the shore. And if you cling to these beliefs, you're going to get beat up, dude. But when you just like ease out and say, let's see what happens. Let's see where this leads me. Then you find out that we're the giant. Dude, it's leading to a magical experience. There's no stress. You're in the flow. If you act act on every single choice that you have in your life by which one has a little bit more excitement, your higher self is going, yes, okay, they're getting it. You have to act on them. You have to act on them because we're in the physical world, and that's how you get things done. You can't meditate your way into this joyful life. Sure, meditation will put you in a better frequency. It'll help you get the energy aspect ready for the physical to fall into place easier. But dude, you have to take the action. Sometimes people don't act on their passion because they don't know where they only see one step. They can't see how they're going to get there. Dude, you're not going to know where the second step is until you take the first step. And then the second step appears. I got an idea. Maybe instead of clinging to the back, maybe we pull ourselves up and we stand on the shoulders of this giant and we create the life that we want to live. Okay, man, so that's it. I actually forgot why I brought up when I was young and I used to have those experiences. I had this perfect connection. We're the giant between Joe Dispenza's giant metaphor, but it'll come to me. Okay, man, I hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing week. And I will be seeing some of you in the field for the group sessions. I actually do group sessions with my upgrade group. I do group sessions every day. And it's amazing what's happening. And if you're interested, go to my website. And I will see you guys in the field soon. Peace.
If you're looking for some crazy,
we're the giant.
I'll tell you, everybody's standing in a line for the water slide. You can come on over. We can take the roller coaster.
That's how you know that this communication is working properly, is if you have stress. Yeah, you got things going on, you got challenges, but there's no stress because you know everything's going to work out.
On a wave of good feelings. Well, it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, cause you know this party won't stop. We could never run out of time, sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you.